This is day 2 of the Prelude transmission saga. I got old knees. I got old. So you've got the car with that VIN number and do a head-to-head race, see whose transmission's better. Watch this, another little magic trick. I have already cut off and ground down the nut and bolt combination that we welded onto the input shaft to spin test everything. So that part's done. Now we're gonna start prepping all of the mating surfaces for sealing. Just like whenever you take a shower, you need to make sure that you don't forget about your balls. Protect your shiny chrome balls. You got one there, and the other one's fucking gone. Oh shit, oh there it is, there it is. I did not protect my balls. So those little ball detents, if you look right here, you've got 3 little notches. These are attached to your shift forks. Whenever you move this one up, that little ball rides and it's like a little detent, and it'll help hold that transmission in whatever position you put this in. We're gonna start brake cleaning and wiping all these mating surfaces down. We're gonna scuff it up with a Scotch-Brite pad to allow the silicone a better mating surface. Balls.
This guy's doing it, man. Keep it down, dude. He's trying to make the video and he's over here banging on stuff.
Timmy Tierney. You know who my favorite character is on there? Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Yeah, Doug Dimmadome is actually the sponsor of this video. So y'all go be sure to buy tickets to the Crimson Chin on Ice. 104.1. Lale. Over here. It's got the VIN number plate on it, and I want to know what the year, make, and model was on this car and see if I can figure out the history on it. 1H Golf Charlie Golf 3154 1A007308. So I just looked it up, and it said that it's registered in Florida right now. Title was made this month, and it's got 140,000 miles on it. So that means that this transmission was pulled out with less than 140,000 miles on it. So if you've got the car with that VIN number, and you find this video, hit me up, and we'll meet up and do a head-to-head race, see whose transmission's better. Scotch-Brite pad.
That guy's ball. The Mustang. You know.
Hey, whoa! That's top secret information, man. We can't be fucking giving away all of our secrets, man. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
You can't tell me right now.
You see this fucking piece of Scotch-Brite? Watch this. Another little magic trick. Oh, so fucking good.
Why did you do that?
Paint hasn't been cut and buffed yet, and my new buffer got delivered today. So you know what? We might make a video on that, how to cut and buff after you clear coat. That'd be a good little how-to. We should do that whenever I re-clear the carbon hood.
You know what we should do? We should do that
Drugs.
when we paint my car and do it as a tax write-off for the company.
No.
Fire. I'm investing.
I'm not.
Investing. You taught me about this.
He doesn't know it. He's getting fucking fired. All these little tiny micro scratches you see in there, that's going to help the silicone create a good seal. And so if there's any kind of pressure or torque applied to the casing, it's less likely to leak.
What's silicone?
It's usually like the stuff that comes in the little gray tube. You know.
What's it mean to scuff something up?
Fucking, you know, like when you crease your Jordans.
Hey, what's the transmission?
It's whenever Bruce Jenner gets.
The only way I'm doing that in the video is if right after that I show a video of the tragedy.
Which tragedy is that?
The only tragedy.
It's crazy to think that like back in 2001, this car was getting like assembled. It probably, you know, went from Florida, Texas. I think it was originally from New Mexico. You know, like the guy putting this together had no idea that they were about to hit the second tower.
Can you give us a visual representation of what that looks like too?
You see these two right here?
Get some audio of this real quick. I want to get some. Unblast it real quick.
So now that that side's clean, we're going to make sure this side's good and clean before we start putting any silicone on her. This is definitely something you don't want to skimp out on. Don't try to, you know, rush through it and think you can get away with doing a half-assed job. This right here, this dowel pin and this dowel pin, very common leak points because people kind of skip around them. Me when I park my school bus.
Bro. That's so stupid.
All right, I'm just gonna skip around that one.
Okay.
Definitely something you don't want to skimp out on. Don't try to, you know, rush through it and think you can get away with doing a half-ass job.
Okay.
I'm gonna swap out that CV axle seal. I gotta find a flathead. I found a flathead.
See the comparison?
See the difference? You see how that one's got a tear right there and then that one doesn't have a tear right there? The reason why is because this one doesn't have a tear. You can tell because of the way that it is.
This one has personality.
All right, now, 2015.
Oh, that's like, I was 9.
Fuck, I'm old.
No, I was 10.
I'm still old, dude.
I was born in
Fuck.
2005.
This guy doesn't even know what a second tower is.
This is why his videos are funny. He stole me from my mom 6 years ago. And this is the closest thing to the light of day that I've seen. I'm serious, man. Like, please send someone.
Chris Hansen, please, you're my last hope. God, I think I was watching yesterday on my lunch break. The dude that like showed up, brought a pizza. He ate like the whole large pizza while fucking talking to Chris Hansen.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this? I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
You know he's German?
You're just dropping all sorts of lore about me. See, I call you Chris Hansen.
I just realized you color scheme like good, but also bad. Look around you right now. What are the 2 colors in this building?
Gray.
Okay, dude. You want to buy a used alternator for your car?
No. I'm not gonna buy an alternator from O'Reilly's. They already touched it. All right, here's something that a lot of people don't do. I recommend they start doing. Find a finger, right? Get your favorite finger out and rub that shit with your finger. Not too thick, not too thin. You can tell if it's thick in some places. If it's too thick, wipe that shit off. All right. It's crazy, like when this thing is in 2 pieces, it feels like it weighs nothing. The moment you go to put this thing back together, it's like it gets twice as heavy. It's the weirdest thing, man. I'm sorry. Where's my chrome balls? Get your spring, get your balls.
Let me see.
Like that, and then make sure you throw it halfway across the shop. Drop it in. Okay, watch this. Look up here. No, like in here.
Oh, in.
Yeah. So when I go to tighten up this detent, you'll see this exact shift fork go to its natural like resting position for whatever like shift you're doing. Now, shift's good. I keep that thing on me. God damn it, Bobby.
We put reverse back in, right?
Fuck, I don't think I tightened up reverse.
I
got old knees.
For the pliers.
I got old knees.
And he's right there. How does it work?
Okay, watch. Watch.
That John's.
What the fuck? Why is it bouncing? What? This is a shitty. And a pry bar.
Dude, this guy's like 2 feet. Dude, you bent it.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, you bent it.
Oh my god.
Bro, let me say something real quick. I just want to say something. Did you like get that out again? It's because it's rust in there. You don't want to clean that out real quick or something?
No, because it's holding that one in now. See? Watch this shit. And when you start pulling off silicone, it's like bonus string cheese.
Yo, what?
No. I was raised in the streets. Streets killed me.
Streets killed me.
I'm not gonna lie. Why does your prelude look like a Supra?
It doesn't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, because there's only 2 genders, we're gonna end it right here. Tomorrow.
Hold up. I didn't win. Lock in on the video. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I dropped my stick.
Tomorrow, we're gonna take this, Kobe Bryant that shit, helicopter crash is gonna land in the Prelude, and yeah, we're gonna have a transmission back in there. Yeah.
How about you give us a little history on the Prelude?
You know what? I haven't done that at all yet, so I think that's a good idea.
So I think it's time.
Back in 2023, I think is when I got this car. I got it from a guy who said he was a mechanic. His handiwork said otherwise. I was actually on American Airlines website. I was about to buy a plane ticket to go to Michigan. I was gonna go buy a 3rd gen Prelude up there, fly up there, buy it, drive it back home. And while I'm like trying to figure out the plane ticket stuff, I get a Facebook notification for new marketplace listings. This car was on there and I liked it, like the way it looked. Always kind of wanted a 5th gen and it was still within my budget. Guy wanted $8,000. If somebody's showing you a car and it's already running, turn it off. Let it sit for a minute, walk around it a bunch, check things out, and then try and start it again. That'll tell you if the battery's shit or if the alternator's shit. And of course, it didn't start. So we push started it, took it for a test drive, smoked like hell at idle, like smoked awful. AC kind of worked. I still have the matching VIN number block. It's in my shop, but it's blown up. It started with me just redoing the head. I changed out the valve stem seals, and when I had it off, I also like relapped all the valves and everything. And while I was doing the rings, I started to measure the cylinders, and with 180,000 miles on the stock motor, matching VIN plates, it was only, I think, like 1.5 thou out of round, which is insane for 187,000 miles in a car that you know got driven like a fucking race car. The dude said that the guy that originally had the car, it was him and his son, they had some, and they were gonna like turn it into a race car. I don't believe any of that. The upgrades on it are BC Racing coilovers, fully adjustable, all new front suspension components, all new wheel bearings front and rear, all new bushings, Sabon carbon hood, rebuilt both doors and their assemblies inside, put new wheels and tires on it, Mugen exhaust, new trunk because the car had hail damage at the time, and the whole cross support back here was just caved in. So I knew that it had been rear-ended at some point. And I think what ended up happening was, in order to like patch it, they had taken this part here and like bent it in to make it match the latch and everything. Rebuilt the rear taillights because they had been modified to match the messed up trunk alignment. So I made a new flat trunk pan out of aluminum, riveted everything in, seam sealed everything, did a rear mount battery. This all just kind of like quickly evolved into, I'm just gonna make this car awesome. When I had all the room for the battery being gone, I was like, well, I got more room in the engine bay now. I wonder if I can turn that into space for a turbo. So I started taking measurements for stuff, and I tried to find something online, a turbo manifold that went over into that direction and took advantage of all that dead space, and there was nothing out there. In the engine bay, I've done a couple of things, one of which, if you want to look up underneath here, I've got a custom electric AC system, and everything sits up here. The lines run parallel with the fuel lines up to the front of the car. My feed line comes up right here, goes through a filter dryer with a pressure switch, runs down, it goes into the factory port for your expansion valve. Taking the AC compressor out of the engine bay opens up room for you to remote mount your alternator down lower. And what that does is it takes the alternator and it gets it further away from the exhaust manifold. Less heat, better performance, parts last longer. It's come a long way. So, like I said, the driver's door and the passenger door, I rebuilt the entire assembly. I spent 6 months trying to find a factory shift knob that wasn't like $150 and was in good shape. This is like what I'm most proud of in the entire cab, because these things are normally like chewed up. Had to rebuild the controls for the AC system because, like I said, the AC system didn't work great. I've got a triple pod set up here. This is something that you can buy from overseas. Then I've got the form-fitted Prelude dual pod set up on the pillar there. I'm running a Honda S300 V3, so I've got the Bluetooth compatibility as well. It's got 194,000 miles now on the body. Yeah, the only thing that's stock on the motor is the casting itself. Like literally everything in the motor that could be machined and upgraded to something that was forged is. With forged pistons, forged manley rods, king bearings, 50 mil crank. I should be good for like 8,600 RPM. So I think it's going to be a hell of a driver. I have to wait until I reach the 1,000 mile mark before I can start turning the boost up any higher than what I've got it. But yeah, that's the story of this car. Started out as I just wanted something that looked good and was a reliable daily driver, and I never lost that desire for a reliable daily driver, and that's why I've done everything that I have. The turbo set up like this, I've got a battery that's going to last a long time. I've got a full-size radiator. I've got a factory AC system. My alternator is away from the turbo now. I've got an ungodly amount of time and money in this car. I don't think I'll ever sell it. I love this fucking car. It's like a weird like love-hate relationship. You know what I'm talking about. Can't wait to get it on the road. Shooting for Saturday. Should be able to run and drive by Saturday again. I want it to look as factory as possible. I've got 3000K HIDs in the headlights, and they are like the old rally yellow headlight, and I fucking love the way they look. Hey, I got a video of it on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check it out. The company that I got them from, it's not Amazon, all right? You're not gonna get Amazon service, but the product they make is really nice. Do with that information what you will. I'm probably gonna run these for a long time. They get a lifetime warranty. So if the bulb ever goes out, you just mail them the bulb. You gotta pay for shipping. It's like $10. Ship them the bulbs back. If the ballasts ever go out, ship those back, and they will warranty them out for you, and they'll replace them with the same thing that you bought. Yeah, so fucking pinkies out. Gray.
Okay.